I just got back. I figured I'd try to sneak in a little bit of time here before the market closes to see if I can get another trade. These accounts renew Saturday, so I'm going to just trade max contracts on the 50Ks, and I'll trade 15 contracts on the 250K and just see if I can make something happen between today and tomorrow. And then otherwise, if they just renew and reset, that'll be fine too. The only thing I'm not going to do it with is on 54, since I'm relatively close, I'm just going to continue to trade 4 contracts on that one. So let's see if I could just find a trade here towards the end of the day. This thing really sold off since I had to stop trading. I stopped at 8. So I got this one trade up here, and then what I actually ended up doing when I just got back right now, I measured from here. 1 leg down, 2 leg correction, 2nd leg down. So it's actually met that and some a little bit. So we'll see. GameStop looks like it made a bit of a move today. It's up $1.15. But still, it's only just under $26, so it's not much to talk about right now. All right, so we got a new high. Is this a new high? Yeah, new high. So first entry long here. Love to see a second entry set up off the bottom Bollinger in the bottom of this range, potential range. I'd probably take that to ride back up to the top if it sets up good. Take this off for a second, see if it sets up. Let's see if this level holds too. Didn't really hold there. So maybe if there's a close outside the Bollinger and then it comes up on the next bar, or maybe if this is a failed breakout. look like it. This is happening here. Let's see. Gonna retest the lows, I guess. I just don't like this for a second entry the way this has gone. Leg, two legs. So that seems like maybe I should be looking at it more like this. At this point, we're so close to retesting and getting a new low. I'm not going to take a long here. Would have worked already. Wow. Guess I should have taken it. I wanted to tag the low and then do this. So if I can't find a trade right now before the market's over, I'm just going to go for it tomorrow. Since the current promo is 80% off and these all renew at 80% off anyway. But really I only have one that's kind of close to passing here. Count 54. Oh, that would have been a great long. Just set up a little bit higher than I was thinking. Man, I could have passed all the accounts right there. Right, that might have been the best chance I had along down here. We'll see. So there's a first entry short. Not really thinking short though. This whole thing's extended though. I don't know where I am right now. I guess we're going back to the top. If you measure. Wow. Would have been a great long down here. Second entry short coming up here, but seems a little dangerous. The measured move. Guess it would have been good. What I wouldn't mind seeing is the second entry short to fail around here off the midline. So a shot up through it, usually the first time it tests the midline, it'll go up. And I've got the measured move. So let's see if something like that can set up. I just don't want it to be lower than this pivot. If it can like touch it right here and then bounce up. That's lower. Still though, usually when it pushes through, it'll hold here. What's up, Aaron? How are you? Yeah, I streamed earlier and then I had to stop at like 8 in the morning Pacific time. So I just had a little time. I thought I'd come back and see if I can find another trade. All these evaluations renew on Saturday. So I just want to kind of pass or fail them pretty much. It's kind of a risky long here. I'm considering it. If I don't do it today, I still have tomorrow. I want to do this. I want to wait for a second entry. Thinking. GameStop. GameStop, not bad. I mean, I'm a little bit red now on it, but not too terrible. Definitely was hoping for another big push before now. But yeah, still in it. I've got a couple calls that expire tomorrow, but then I've got longer calls too. I've got calls for August, October, and January, and then I still have my shares. So just sticking with it. All right, well, I'm glad I didn't enter here for a failure. I didn't like that this was lower than this. But maybe a first entry long, second entry long is a possibility. Kind of just in the middle of this thing though. I don't know. Not sure I'm going to see anything I like before day's over. Any trades for you today, Aaron? Anything good? Here comes a second entry, but it's pretty ugly. Aaron asks, do you think NVIDIA split by 10 should be illegal? Maybe up to 4. I don't know. I never really thought about it. I mean, splits happen all the time. I think there's a lot of other things that go on in the market that should be much more illegal than splitting. So yeah, splitting is really common. Yeah, see, here's that second entry. It's so ugly the way it's set up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a opinion about whether splitting should be legal or not. I mean, I think there's good reasons for companies to split their shares, so. Well, man, just missing, thought about this second entry long here, didn't take it, would have been the grand slam. I could have passed my accounts. Second entry here. The split is hurting Roaring Kitty? Nah. NVIDIA? No. I don't see any correlation. I mean, you gotta realize Roaring Kitty is in for 9 million shares. He's not really in it for a quick, squeeze that's going to be over next week. He's got 9 million shares. He's in it for a long-term investment. Otherwise, there'd be no reason for him to have bought those shares. He would have just sold all of his options at the top, sold them when the price was at $60 at the end of the day, and he'd be a billionaire right now already. So his play is definitely a long-term play. He's not playing it just for a short-term squeeze and to get out. You gotta remember, he's bought as many shares as Ryan Cohen did when Ryan Cohen was looking to take over the company. So he's got bigger things in mind than what happens here in any of the next given few weeks. Man, it's already 12:45. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, he's definitely in it for the long run. People don't buy 9 million shares to just make a quick in and out play. I mean, you can't even sell 9 million shares, fast like that. He'll have to treat his 9 million shares like institutions do. If they want to sell out of a position, they got to do it in chunks. It would be the same thing. Like if he sold 9 million shares, it would crash the stock. to try to sell 9 million shares all at one time. But yeah, I'm still good with GameStop. I think some of my shorter term plays didn't play out. I wish I got out on the second run up. I wish I got out at the end of the day when it made a big run on the second big run up. And but I just, so many people got caught off guard. I think Roaring Kitty too got caught off guard. I think that was just more about the early release of the earnings report and the extra shares that were released in the float. And that made the stock come way back down. But I'm still very bullish on GameStop. I mean, they've been trying to get it down below $20 all week, and they can't do it. So there's a new floor. The stock used to be a $10 stock 2 months ago. And now it can't get below 20. It might dip below for a second, but that's about it. So I'm still very bullish on it. And all of my longer position holds are going to stay. And just unfortunately, if I had, it's kind of like a drug. There's like a euphoria when it was going up that second time. If I had thought about it a little bit more, definitely should have taken my profit off the table at the very least and left the rest of the position in. So I didn't take advantage because, at one point I was up $12,000. So I could have easily taken like $6,000 off. Probably should have done that, but I'll just stick with it. It's up about 4% today. Is Roaring Kitty still net positive overall? Oh yeah. Yeah, he's got 9 million shares and his average price was at like $23. The stock's at $25.65. So even just based on his average cost on his shares, he's up for that, but then he's up overall anyways, regardless. I mean, yeah. There's net positive. I mean, net positive from when? He started with $53,000 in 2020. So $53,000. His shares now are worth over $250 million. So he's got nothing. He could lose millions and millions and millions of dollars, and he'll still be positive. It depends how you're looking at it. If you're looking at like shorter term, like this year, he's still way up this year. But the thing is, he started buying calls and buying shares when it was at $9 and $10 this year in April. So there would have to be a catastrophe with the stock for him to come out on the wrong end. His life's changed forever. Definitely a very interesting story. It'd be great to see like an actual legit documentary on him with his participation instead of all the other stuff that's been put out there. The movie and the other documentaries. It'd be really interesting if one day, whether he did a book, autobiography, or, a sanctioned documentary that he participated in. It'd be really interesting. He's got quite the story. Here we are, 12 minutes away from 12 minutes away from market close. Probably not going to get a trade. I was hoping I could sneak one in. This is the one I should have taken right here, but just didn't set up the way I wanted. And then this one too, I was talking about that was the place where I wanted to enter, but it just wasn't. Didn't look like the way I wanted it to look. So tomorrow I'll just play these accounts hard, do max contracts, because they're going to renew Saturday anyway. I might not even let all of them renew. It's kind of more accounts than I really need. I only have that many because it was 90% off, so maybe I'll do half of them. Aaron says, do you think GameStop plans to ruin him in the future? I'm not sure what you mean. Like, why would GameStop try to ruin Roaring Kitty? Roaring Kitty's been like their best marketing tool that they've had for the past 4 years. So I don't think, think if anything, they want Roaring Kitty to succeed, because Roaring Kitty succeeding means their company is succeeding. Yeah. Roaring Kitty's been on the side of the company. So, I would think that they'd want him to do just as well as he wants them to do. I have a second entry long forming here. 80 tick signal bar. I think this is going up here, but I don't know. Do I really want to do this right now? Maybe I'll wait till tomorrow. It's the murder bot right now. It can do anything. 9 minutes left. I think it's coming up here though. Yeah, Roaring Kitty wins, GME wins. Exactly. What's up, Halo? So tempted to go long right here. I think it'll work all the way up here. I don't want to be too thirsty. I'll just get this trade in tomorrow. Aaron says, sorry, don't know much about stocks. Got it. Yeah, your questions about GameStop are a little confusing, because if you did know more about it, I don't think you'd be asking those questions. So that makes sense. Halo says, not much, too late in the day for me to take a trade. Yeah, I was gone since 8 a.m. Pacific, so I just had a little bit of time right now to try to sneak in, hoping to get a trade. All these evaluations renew Saturday, so I'm just going to pass or fail. So I was thinking either today or tomorrow. Just pass or fail, and then I'm not going to let them all renew probably, because I only have them all because they were 90% off. So I'll probably let like half of them renew and reset. But this month got so thrown off by all of the Rhythmic issues. I mean, there was probably a week and a half where I didn't take a single trade because of Rhythmic issues, and I was too worried about taking trades and they getting messed up. And it really killed the whole month for me. I really think I would have passed more of them this month if that didn't go down. And just is what it is, I did pass one, but Halo says, yeah, this week I'm break even. Well, break even's good. Don't know why, but the setups are not happening. I know why, because all-time highs. All-time highs, the market just gets weird, Aaron said, I like the Roaring Kitty story. Yeah, the Roaring Kitty story is really interesting. I mean, it's not even fully told at this point yet, so... Yeah, Aaron says, cool, I like going all in. We have the new 150, 250, 300 promo anyway. Yeah, I mean, I have nothing to gain by playing these accounts conservatively tomorrow now. So tomorrow I'm going to do max contracts, and we'll see what happens. Win or lose, I'll have more accounts for Monday. All right, Halo says, I'm out of here. Gonna shut it down before I do something stupid. Yeah, I don't blame you. It's on the market. There's 5 minutes left. There's no reason to do anything. So yeah, come check me out tomorrow. We'll see if I can either pass a bulk of these accounts or blow them up. One got blown up today on a winning trade just from a small pullback. Yeah, we'll see. All of these don't have full drawdown, so it's very possible they'll blow up even just on a small pullback since I'm going to do max contracts. I'm just curious if this gets all the way up, like I think it will. I think I would have already hit profit target. Yeah, would have hit profit target anyway on that. So every trade I thought about taking today would have worked. And then I had my one trade earlier in the day up here. Let's see. Here's my quick review since I'm not going to do a review today. Here we go. I basically saw kind of a range form and had a first entry short, second entry short, and kind of a triple test, and it was off the top Bollinger. I expected it to go back down to the bottom Bollinger, back to the bottom of this little range, and so that one worked out pretty good. Had two different profit targets. So I entered at 85.50. My first target was the 26 ticks, and then my second target was 52 ticks, and got both of them, one contract each on my leader PA account. Yeah, so that was my one trade for today. And yeah, I like when trades look like this. This is kind of like what my best trade's been looking like lately with the Bollinger and everything. So looking for more situations like that. And all right, I think that'll be it for me today. Aaron, thanks for coming by. Come by tomorrow. We can chat more, and hopefully there'll be some fireworks tomorrow, good or bad, either way. And then I'll try to work on my PAs too. So, all right, have a good one. And yes, I'm hoping for a strong finish for GameStop today, but it looks like it's kind of sagging here at the end of the day. It's only up 50 cents, up 2%. I was hoping it would close towards 26 for the day, but we're back down towards 25 now. All right, so I'll see you tomorrow, and see what happens. All right, thanks for coming by, Aaron. Appreciate it. I'm out of here.